On this episode of Sexted,
William's getting angry about voice notes.
Jordan's early starts are making him aggy. Who saw that coming?
We're chatting about top-tier chocolates.
And summer's just around the corner, so obviously we're talking about topless sunbathing. And Jordan's telling us all about his, Bliss Hour.
Feet. I want to break free. I want to break free from your life. You're self-satisfied. I don't need you. I want to break free. Right, we're ready. Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to everyday dilemmas. Like, does it matter that after a colonic, I go straight back on the sesh? Honestly, it's like leaking a radiator.
Well, there's an image none of us wanted.
Goes down one hole when you get one of them. Comes off.
Is it?
What?
Don't worry.
Is it okay to use the Sexted tour as a warm-up to a solo tour across the UK? I mean, across the UK is cutting it a bit.
I'm doing the 3 cities in which I have lived.
I mean, across the UK.
Across England, to be fair. There's nothing in Scotland or Wales.
Pushing it slightly, isn't it? It's not doing that well. And
You right? Do you want to shut your face, both of them? Let me know when you're on solo tour.
oh, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not usually lagging ants, are we? William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert.
No, we're not Jordan North, radio presenter. I'm more avant-garde. You're more haven't got a clue.
Oh, very good.
That's from Helen Harrison.
Helen. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for that. Should we have a G&D?
Oh, yeah. Oh, why have I got them?
What?
That cup.
Because you broke the other glass.
Those beakers that we've got here, they used to get them in school. Yeah. And then I seen Nigella Lawson drinking red wine out of one.
Oh, yeah, now they're cool.
And now I think it's really cool and chic.
No.
So I'm going to get some.
No, don't serve wine.
You know, like when you see the Spanish or French drinking it just straight out of a beaker and they rip a bit of bread off and dip it into olive oil.
It feels like forever that we have
had a
done this properly in the studio.
I've got to be on my baby because I'm meeting my boss after this today, so I don't want to be off cut on the way there.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's a screw.
Oh.
Sorry, it looks like a poppy one, but it's not.
Poppy one. Who should we toast to?
I think, well, why don't we toast to your friends, Scott and Sam, who got married at the weekend.
Oh, yes.
Scott and Sam.
To Scott and Sam Mills.
Oh, is
I don't know, actually.
Well, then maybe don't say. Just
Okay.
to Sam and Scott.
To Sam and Scott.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
And thank you, Mass, for getting ice for us this week as well, because we don't normally do the ice, but Mass has gone out to get it.
Mass,
so thank you.
Come again.
Good. Excellent. This weekend, just a little bit more tour news. We're hopping across the Irish Sea for the second leg of our tour.
Well, the thing is, right, we'll be in the Mandela Hall in Belfast. And I'm doing me
Irish?
no, what's he called? The one that everyone fancies. Who played Connell?
Oh, yeah.
Paul Mescal. Well, the thing is, Marianne, right? The thing is, I'm in love. Will you shut up, mumbling? We'll be in the Mandela Hall in Belfast on Friday. And then we're off to Dublin's 3 Olympia Theatre on Saturday. We couldn't get in the first 2. Oh, he started. So, yeah.
Lovely. Yes, you can make sure you keep an eye on our socials if you're coming along. All the information will be there. And watch out for Jordan on Temple Bar on Saturday. I wish I knew what that meant, but I've read it anyway.
No, yeah. We'll be out in Temple Bar.
Temple Bar.
You see,
is that the gay bit?
Any G&Diva see me in Temple Bar, buy me Guinness and I'll do the Guinness joke. Which, also, a lot of people film that on tour.
Yes, I don't want to break it to you, but every time when I went and stood at the back of the stage, just to let Jordan have his moment, I could look out at the audience and just see a sea of mobile phones pointing.
It's all right. I've got my cancel bag under my bed.
Are you?
You know, like
A go bag?
yeah, like robbers and burglars have.
Yes.
And criminals. They have a bag full of money and passports and stuff. That's what's happening to me when I get cancelled.
Okay.
I'm just going to go off at distance and drink Prosecco with my mum.
Next week.
And I no teeth. So anyway, we can't wait to be in Belfast and Dublin. We're looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yes. Good job you're not having a colonic this week.
Oh,
with all
God.
that Guinness.
No. Like a burst sewer pipe, wasn't it? Sorry.
There's end of pier and then there's this.
There is.
We're off the pier.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's chatty bits here. How's your week been?
Said that on Friday.
Yeah, I know, and I'm saying it again on Tuesday.
You are Anchorman. You just read whatever it says in front of you.
Oh, did you not hear what I said on there
Yeah, of course.
this week? No, you haven't been listening, have you?
I have.
I said there's a Sharon plume coming.
Can't even work out what you mean.
Saharan plume. I went, oh, this is the best one. You're going to love this. Because the show's not scripted, but there's just little intro bits for like the top of hours.
Chatty bits.
Yeah, no, it's not scripted, but I'll say like
Chatty bits.
little prompts and stuff.
Right.
And it said, hello, welcome to Capital Breakfast with Jordan, Chris and Sean. Time check. And coming up.
Oh, my
And
God.
I said time check instead of actually reading out the time.
Well, you've been very tired.
Yeah, I have.
Never mind. Can we talk about the etiquette of voice memos?
Do you mean sending a voice message on WhatsApp?
Yes.
We've talked about this before.
Yes, I know.
Don't send them. That's the etiquette.
No. You know I love a voice memo.
Yeah,
I do, however, we put this in our book, Paperback.
There's a reason why Katie Thistleton hasn't got a podcast. Because she sends one to me every morning. Honestly. Hiya. She's literally cleaning toilet while speaking to me.
We've talked a lot about voice memos. We say in the book, if you're going to send a voice memo, also put the little subject line, this is about tomorrow's meeting or
That's
the
good.
party.
Yeah.
But do not record a voice memo when you are on your headphones walking down the street.
Yes.
Because nobody can hear it.
Right. Also,
Yes, you see, I knew this would get you
no,
animated.
If you text into the radio station and we politely call you back and ask you to come on air because your text is so good, don't have us on loudspeaker. Don't go into a corridor that's echoey.
Yes.
And don't put us on headphones.
Yes.
Oi,
In
winds
fact,
me up.
if I ever stand for office, which as life goes on is becoming highly likely, I will ban the speakerphone function on all technology. There is no need for a speakerphone function. You don't need to listen to your music out loud. You don't need to make calls out loud on public transport. You don't need to do voice memos on loud or on headphones. No.
What about if you're filming The Apprentice?
Well, that's probably not going to be a concern for most people for much longer.
That's all on speakerphone.
Yes, they started it. To be fair, phones get hot. So I can understand why people sort of maybe do want to sort of take it away. But you can still sort of record the voice memo with the phone microphone up to your lips,
What
which
about
is what
if
normal people do.
You're mocking someone, you put them on loudspeaker and go, someone else next to you.
Well, it's not polite to mock people, Jordan.
Can you believe we do a podcast? What else has been going on?
I've insulted my neighbour again. Different neighbour, though.
Which one?
So you may remember a few months ago, Izzy, my neighbour, I'll name her again, came back about lunchtime and I went, oh, been to the gym, because she looked a bit sort of clammy. She hadn't.
Yeah.
And I've now done it to her lovely husband, Dom, who was walking down the street at about 11:30 a.m. one morning. I was walking back up the street from the tube and I looked and went, oh, you look very relaxed, day off. He was going into work.
What does he do?
Something in insurance. But yeah,
Brentford
I was...
fan, isn't he?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
him. I felt terrible. He went, no, I'm going into work. And then I sort of did a lot of backpedaling. Well, you just obviously must enjoy your job. You just,
Oh, God.
dress down day, is it? That sort of thing. So it's probably better if I say nothing. They're actually moving.
Oh, are they?
Yes, I don't know why. Can't work that out. But they're only moving 2 streets away, so I'll still have opportunity to insult them. Also, my Instagram algorithm, I don't know about you, it's just showing me cake. Cake, things that you can bake, sugary treats. And it was only the other day when it was serving me Pano Milky Bar that I decided, doesn't that sound nice? And that's all it shows me. I don't see anyone else's stuff. I just see Pano Milky Bar. It's where you get pre-rolled pain au chocolat pastry, stick a Milky Bar in it, egg wash, air fryer for 15 minutes on 200, delish.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I got Kinder Bueno crepes the other day.
Nice. Yeah, I'm back into Buenos at the moment.
Are you?
Yeah, apparently if you freeze them as well, I'm going to try this. They're like ice creams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You love my Bueno. When we were on tour.
Yes.
You were on my Bueno more than I were
don't.
on my
I used to
Bueno.
think I didn't like Buenos,
No.
but thanks to my Instagram algorithm, I now do.
You love a Bueno now.
I don't love it. It's not my go-to chocolate bar like you.
A Bueno.
No.
You do love a Bueno.
I would rather have... What is my favourite chocolate bar?
Yeah, what is your favourite chocolate bar?
Dairy milk caramel.
Oh, that's so basic.
My friends James and George, who now live in Chicago, when they lived in Manchester and they came for dinner, they got me... This is peak gay. They got me 4 dairy milk caramels stacked, like the big bars. But they wrapped it up in brown paper tied up with string because it's one of my favourite things. Sound of Music. I got the reference.
Okay, that's sweet.
It's nice.
That's really sweet. Yeah. What's my
Ben's looking very concerned.
What's my favourite after a Bueno? I love a Whisper.
Sorry.
I love a Whisper.
Okay.
I like...
Where'd you stand on a chocolate finger?
Yeah, I've not had one for years though, to be fair. Can't say I have.
Have you not since the colonic?
No, what else? I love biscuits as well.
No, I don't. I can't stand biscuits. Anyway, we won't do biscuit chat. How are you?
Yeah, all good.
What's going on in Little Jordan Land?
A Little Jordan Land. Little Jordan Land's getting a bit aggy at the moment.
Stop, you're not, are you?
2 months in, and I like to think I'm a nice guy and I'm happy-go-lucky and smiley and stuff. I am.
Well, continue to think that.
Well, thanks, but like 2 months in now, and there's just a lot of like agginess going. I got in a taxi the other day. I said Waterloo. He's at the station. I said, well, I'm a bit late for fucking battle, aren't I?
Wow. Wow.
That's a joke I seen on Instagram, but anyway, but it's good. I've got to give credit to. I'll find out because I've already got a jolly joke of the week for it. But
have we? Okay.
I'll give credit to that, but it's pretty much like I had a bit of a meltdown yesterday, so I got home and I'm tired, and you don't mean to be, and I dropped yogurt, and when you drop yogurt, it went all up me. Yeah, it was like it splat on my face, all down my trousers. Gosh. That was it. It's like you at rugby team at school. It was everywhere. So there was that. Then I put this glass bottle that I keep in fridge for the water. I put it in fridge and it smashed as I put it in. So Wi-Fi won't work. I said, right, I'm going for a walk. So I was getting literally slamming doors, getting angry.
It's all those thick stone walls.
Inanimate objects, whatever they're called. I went to Sainsbury's and then my patient really was self-checkout. So I get some bits, I'm putting them through, and then one of them won't weigh. Fine, guy comes over, puts it through. Then the unexpected items, who comes over again, and then one of them just wouldn't scan. It wouldn't scan. So I just went, right, fuck it, and walked out. And left all shopping out until. And this lad was just looking at me, and I was like, I'm sorry to that guy who was. I didn't swear at him. I weren't abusive to staff. I never do that. I just went, right, fuck it, and stormed off. So I'm just getting a bit aggy, and I've started noticing getting a bit short with people.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just.
God, and if you're getting a bit short.
It's just the tiredness. Yeah.
Yes.
Also, 2-0. 2 to Jordan, 0 to William this week.
What?
First of all, just seen a guy outside when I'm away, and he went, do you record the podcast there? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I watch it on TikTok. He's like, what's the other guy's name? I was like, William. But this is the best one. I was working with a girl this week who was really lovely.
At your other job?
Yeah, well, it was another job. She was PR.
Your favourite?
No, I was joking. I've had so many PRs go mad at me recently. The ones at Global as well. I'm like, it's a joke. I love PRs. I do.
Yeah, you weren't laughing at the time.
She was great. Anyway, it turns out she's a big Sexted fan. Huge Sexted fan.
I'm waiting for the but.
But she stopped listening for 6 months.
She's not that big a Sexted fan.
Because, and I quote, your breathing down the mic was doing her head in.
Well, would you prefer me to just not breathe?
Well, do you remember in the old studios where you were...
I've got
Jordan. So Jordan, what's been? It's like doing show with a fucking pug. Do you remember a couple of years ago?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but then she tuned back in and said it's fine now. So thank you.
Well, what was her name?
I would say, can I say her name? It was Rachel. She was lovely.
Well, hello, Rachel.
She was, she was great. I really enjoyed working with her.
I do remember when we did the Manchester Podcast Festival in 2019, the sound technician told me that my nostrils were coming out at a particular decibel.
Yeah. You were fuming.
And that's when I can't do anything about it. But yes,
Yeah.
everyone's nostrils
Got
are...
that Taxi Waterloo one, innit? Yeah, it's good on that.
Anyway, so hello, Rachel. We're delighted to have you back.
Okay. Anyway, before we go on to the listeners' problems and dilemmas,
Yes.
shall we do... Well, it was meant to be William's Etiquetteology of the week,
I haven't printed it off.
but he's unprepared. So luckily, I've got some jolly jokes of the week. And also, there's a big stack of letters over there that you've not replied to.
Because I haven't been in the studio for 3 weeks.
You're slacking. You're getting very slack in your old age.
Helen told me you were getting a bit slack as well.
Did she?
Yes.
All right, should we do my jolly joke of the week?
Yes, that would be lovely.
Bloke says to the wife, "Are you wearing crotchless knickers?" And
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you the punchline after the break. All right, G&Divas, thanks for sticking with us. It's now time for Jordan's jolly joke of the week. A bloke says to his wife, "Are you wearing crotchless knickers?" And she says, "Yeah." And he went, "Oh, thank God for that. I thought you'd sat on cat." Ben, if you weren't on your phone, you would have appreciated that.
You're one to talk.
Is that all right?
Well, I mean, if you're happy with that.
That's from Paul on Instagram, who sent me a link to real Kimberly Nixon, who reads jokes out. Listen.
Kimberly Nixon off of... Oh, no, it's Cynthia Nixon.
I asked my wife if she was wearing crotchless knickers. Yes, she replied. Thank God for that. I thought you'd sat on the cat.
That's that. And then you'll hear the other one.
Taxi to Waterloo, please. The station. Well, I'm a bit fucking late for the battle.
That's fine. I think my delivery was a tad better than that one. Okay.
Hello to Kimberly Nixon if you were a G&Diva.
There you go.
Lovely. It's time for your questions and dilemmas.
Now it's time for you. Oh, you've done that. Now it's time for your questions and dilemmas. Come on, I've been up since 4:30. But I don't like
to talk about it.
Remember, if you need your help with something, then you can get in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sexedmyboss.com. You can DM us. We're at @sexedmyboss on socials. Or you can write to William, who in the fullness of time promises a handwritten reply in one of our luxury greeting cards with executive self-seal envelopes. The address is on the website, sexedmyboss.com. Also, as well, we should say that the paperback book, Helping Sex and My Boss,
2 days.
is released in 2 days. You can get it in all good bookshops, or you can order it sexedmyboss.com/book.
This first one is from Anonymous. Dear William and Jordan, my partner and I have been together for almost a year now. Things are generally going very well. However, there is one thing that has been bugging me. He cuts his own hair.
Oh.
He seems quite proud of the results every time. Needless to say, it does not look as brilliant as he thinks it does. I take a lot of pride in my appearance, so it bothers me that he either doesn't know or doesn't care that he is walking around with a dreadful haircut. My question to you is, how do I go about persuading him to get his hair cut professionally without hurting his feelings or coming across as shallow?
Haircuts are quite...
Personal.
Yes. You know, if I have a bad haircut and it's pointed out it doesn't look as good, I get a bit, I had an haircut when I first moved to my house, where I am now, when I tried the local barber.
Okay.
And
And the haircut.
I had an hat on for 2 weeks because I didn't like it.
Could you just, you see all those H's lying on the floor that you've dropped on hair, house and hairdresser and hat? Can you put them back on?
Hey, what did I say?
House, at, hairdresser.
Yeah, that's how you say it. I had an hat on for 2 weeks.
Hat.
I had a hat. That sounds weird, me. It's like if I said the weirdest thing I could ever say is I'm going to the shop. I'm going to the shop.
Yes.
And I know I've been down London for a while now, but it's just...
Sorry, what do you say?
I'm going to shop. Do you want out? Like the in that example.
Could you not just say, I'm going to Marks and Spencer's?
I'm going to the shop. I'm going to shop. Do you want out?
I don't say I'm going to the shop. I say I'm going to go to
Okay. Anyway.
Waitrose or whatever.
But yeah, this is a tricky one, Anonymous. I do think you're going to have to be honest with them. No man should be cutting their own hair.
Well, unless it's during COVID. I would...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless there's a pandemic, it's perfectly fine.
I would be interested to know their motivations for cutting their own hair.
Saving money?
Yeah, if it's saving money, fair enough. But depending on where you go, depending on how much you've got to cut, depending on what service you want.
Might be autistic.
Yeah?
They don't like to get their hair cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My friend, Sonny, doesn't like to get his hair cut. So it could be that.
So, yeah, it could be. Have I ever told you the story about when I tried to cut my own hair when I was age 7 because I didn't like having my hair cut?
Did you not?
And there were school photos coming up, and my mother would always send us to the hairdressers ahead of school photos, so we looked our best.
Yeah.
And I hated it so much. So I cut my own hair. I'll see if I can find this photograph for social media because it's so bloody obvious what I've done. But I only I started in the middle of and I had a fringe. So there's just, my hairline goes like this, up, down, and continues because there's just a chunk coming out of it. And I blamed it on Ritten Patel.
Ritten Patel?
Yeah, who was in my year. Because he was a very naughty child.
Oh, really?
People believed me for about 5 minutes, and then I think my mother realised that actually it was probably me.
Did she go mad?
She went absolutely mad. And in the school photograph, even though we've swept my fringe across...
Did you have the bowl cut as well?
No, I didn't have
the
the
90s,
bowl cut.
everyone had the bowl cut.
No.
Did you, Ben? Yeah, everyone had the bowl cut.
Still does.
Says you.
Excuse me, I have the same hairstyle as the Princess Royal.
Well, you wouldn't
And also, my hairdresser does Anton de Beck as well. It's me, Anne, and Anton. It's all the same haircut.
Who else does she do?
Actually, James Martin, coincidentally.
Oh, yeah, we found that out, didn't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my advice. No man should be cutting their own hair. Unless you really, really like skin. And if it's just because my dad shaves his head every morning. So if you're bald.
Yeah, but I suspect this person, Anonymous's partner, is not. I would maybe ask him why he does, try to find out, or maybe treat them to buy them a voucher and go and enjoy the process.
Say, look, I've got something for you. I'd say, there's a really good hairdresser. You don't have to say I don't like your hair. Be like, look, I bet they'll do a good job. A little treat for you.
Do you do a head wash where you go? Do they wash your hair, or do they just spritz it with a bottle?
Oh, they wash my hair.
Yeah. Do you like that? Some people hate it.
I fell asleep during the last one.
How long did it go on for?
No, just because of these early starts.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, I had the edit sync, and it was so relaxing. And I was like,
do you close your eyes?
Oh, you put your head back, don't you? And they wash it, and it was just when I proper nodded off.
Oh,
yeah,
lovely.
Woke up, keys gone, wallet. What else have we got?
This one is from John. Hello, chaps. It's been 6 months since I bought my house, and I've been putting off going into the loft because of the death trap ladder and wasp's nest that the surveyor found up there. The previous owner was an elderly widower who had lived in the house since the 70s and sadly died last year. I've never dealt directly with the family as they seem to have found his sudden death and selling the family house quite traumatic. I finally went into the loft this weekend and found a large box of greetings cards from the last 40 years. They were all lovingly addressed to him and his late wife by their children and grandchildren.
Oh.
What do I do with it? I'm split between somehow getting in touch with them just to give it back and throwing it in the recycling, but binning 40 years worth of memorabilia just seems wrong. Any thoughts?
You've got to get back in touch. You've got
to at least try.
You've got to. You can't bin that. That's, yeah. My grandma was saying when she died, she had my dad's teeth.
Your dad's teeth?
Not his new turkey.
No.
No.
Who's got the old ones?
No, I wonder where they are. She had his fangs and stuff when he got his
fang. What was he, a vampire?
Yeah. She had greeting cards. She had like school.
Well, yeah, that's
school
normal.
Yeah, well, no, because my mum throws everything out, don't she? See, memories are in your head. That's what she says.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the bin.
Mm.
I think you've at least got to try and get in touch with the estate agent and say, look, I found this. Could you get in touch? Give them 2 months to get back. And if they don't, you've tried.
Yeah, definitely.
I know, but that said, I do know what'll happen. You'll wait the 2 months, they don't get back in touch. You'll throw them out, and then like a day later, they'll then get back in touch. But whatever.
You can't throw them out. It's memories.
No, but if they're not replying, if they don't, also, I would also say if I was being a little bit uncaring about it, yes, okay, it's awful when loved one dies, particularly unexpectedly. but they should have gone through the house to clear things out before they sold
Yeah,
it.
but boxes and little stuff can be found at the back of that. Any estate agents listening, if someone dies in house, do you get a bit more money off?
I don't.
Do you think you get the house?
Well,
for
I
cheaper?
think you potentially can, yeah, because some people get a bit odd about, particularly if they've been murdered.
If they murder, I think you have to say, don't you?
Yeah, you do. I think you have to
Yeah.
disclose it.
Right.
But most people
How would
will
you
have
do that? Here's the ensuite. Now, the murder,
just step over the body.
the murder was downstairs. Sorry, what? Yeah, there was a murder in here. But it has just been fitted with a new dishwasher.
And as the murderer found out, lovely wipe clean laminate.
If you could sell it.
Yes. They've made the bullet hole a feature. It's just a decorative. It's the new Pebble Dash. This is from Kim. Fingers crossed, Jong-un. Hi, William Jordan and the Sexted Massive. What's my dilemma? It is to ask the etiquette on sunbathing topless in a family-friendly hotel pool area.
Good one.
A family near us said they...
No, it is. It's
Good,
good.
Well done, Kim.
When Wendy got a new lease of life,
Does she have a...
she's sunbathed topless sometimes.
But did she...
What? I'm not going into that.
Okay.
But yeah. Sometimes, not all the time. She'd be like, go down beach and play, I want to. Go down beach and play, I want to get some sun on my tits.
I never understand naked sunbathing.
She never said that. She'll go mad. She'll go mad. She never said that.
A family near us said they were horrified at the topless woman a few lounges away. They complained that there were children around and deemed it totally inappropriate. Is it inappropriate to have your babs out by the pool, surrounded by children and families? They put babs. Children and families. Or should this lady be allowed to tan the titters in peace?
It's weird because part of me is like, if there's kids, but if you go on holiday in some parts of Europe, a lot of the ladies.
Oh, the Europeans don't.
I
yeah.
don't want to sound like some like horrible stuck-up bloke. So sorry, I'm joking. You know I love you to bits. I'm joking. So I don't know on this one. I'd cut if there's speak to the hotel.
If it's a family-friendly hotel, obviously there are going to be children there. I would say it is not appropriate, but I'm sure nearby the family-friendly hotel, probably there are nudist beaches or adult beaches or non-family-friendly beaches where it would be more appropriate.
You know, Speedos are in this summer.
You can do the joke that you've done 400 times?
No, I'm not going to do that one.
Okay.
Because it's been cut 400 times. And there's a reason for it.
I don't think it has been cut 400 times.
There's a reason for it.
Okay.
But I thought, yes, Speedos in.
Yeah.
I've not got the body for Speedos.
Oh, for
You've
God's
got,
sake.
no, I
Stop
have.
fishing for
You know, 'cause
compliments.
I'm going to Greece in thingy.
Yes.
So
Off to Mykonos.
give out my address, why don't
You've said Mykonos before. Mykonos is a big place.
I'm off to Greece. Okay, and there's a lot-
Grease me up.
And I thought, oh, because of rain and what have you. I just haven't got the body. You can have them. I've only tried them on once. They'd fit you. You've got slim and slender, Ben. Yeah. You can have them as well if you want.
I don't want them.
Okay.
I have never worn Speedos in my life.
No. Budgie smugglers.
No.
I just feel uncomfortable in them. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. But yeah, I would say it's not appropriate and family friendly, basically. This is from John, a different John. He's got a dilemma for us. He says, Dear William and Jordan, I'm a retiree living in Spain.
Oh.
Hola.
Hola. Hola.
Hola!
Hola.
And
It's the only time I don't drop my H.
no, hola.
It's
You
hola.
do drop the H on a hola.
Hola.
I think it's hola.
Hola. It is hola.
Yeah.
Right. This is what I want to do.
What?
I'll be a retiree in Spain.
Yes, with your cancel go bag.
Yeah.
I'm a retiree living in
I'm
Spain.
going to do weekly gym classes like Beverly Callard did. And she left. She did.
I know. I'm just laughing because it's a funny image of you. And I look after my friend's no apostrophe pool in a house he rents out. My friend's no apostrophe tenants have a cat, 2 dogs, and 5 guinea pigs.
God.
On my last visit to clean the pool, I brought my dog with me. After 20 minutes of undertaking my maintenance responsibilities, I casually glanced to my right and I spotted my dog with something in his mouth. I went over to investigate, only to realise it was a somewhat motionless guinea pig. Having chased the dog around the garden, I finally caught up with him and removed the guinea pig from his mouth. Although it was still warm, with no visible injuries, the guinea pig was no longer with us. The tenants were not actually home at the time, so
Ben's vegan now. Sorry. Should be a trigger warning.
So I need to know.
Sorry, Ben.
What he's vegan. He ate one in South America. What is the etiquette in the situation? Do I, 1, dispose of a deceased guinea pig? 2, replace the deceased guinea pig in the hutch, which appeared totally secure with 4 remaining healthy and living guinea pigs inside. 3, leave the dead guinea pig on the lawn. 4, call the tenants and say their dead guinea pig was discovered on the lawn upon arrival. 5, fess up. I'd like to thank John because this is the first time that we've actually had multiple choice options.
I would say just put it back in the cage. Just like give it a little kick, with your foot. Just like kick it back in. Literally just kick it like sweep it under the rug, like if you sneeze and a bit of snot gets on carpet, just give it a bit rub it in a bit.
You are so disgusting.
Just give it a bit of a kick into the cage.
I would go with option 5 and fess up. You cannot go wrong with honesty.
Yeah,
However, I would probably not bring your dog with you again.
I'd say put the guinea, just put it back in. That'd be right.
So you what? Replace the option 2 to replace the deceased guinea pig in the hutch.
What do guinea pigs look like? What's guinea fowl and what's guinea pig?
Guinea fowl is completely different. A guinea pig sort of. Imagine our Mike Muffs.
Yeah.
With a few legs and a little stumpy tail.
Are they rats?
They're vermin.
Are they vermin?
And then that's a dead guinea pig.
Are they like hamsters?
They're that sort of family. They're bigger than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they eat them in Argentina?
Peru.
Peru. Did you have guinea pig in Peru? Oh, how exotic.
I know.
Guinea pig in Peru.
No wonder he's vegetarian now.
I know.
This is from another anonymous one. Dear William, Jordan and the wonderful Sexted team, I was recently enjoying an evening with the girls, drinking wine, eating good food, laughing away, when the conversation turned to our menstrual cycles. So here's 2 men with their opinion on this. My friend proceeded to tell our group about a time when she had been stopped by airport security en route to Southeast Asia. She explained that upon planning this amazing trip abroad, she had been collecting her period blood in a jar for the past few months. I'm sure there was a perfectly valid reason, which we'll discover. Her plan was to return her period blood to the earth. And what better way to do that than take a spiritual retreat abroad?
This would be Ben if he was a girl. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah.
This is Ben if he was...
Well, rather than containing this bodily fluid safely and discreetly in her hold luggage, she chose to keep it on her person and in her carry-on. The jar was confiscated going through security by a very baffled, shocked British and burly security man at Heathrow Airport. My question is, what is the etiquette when you find a jar of blood in a passenger's carry-on bag?
They really have seen it, all those security men, haven't they? I
Yes.
bet you at least, I bet you when they think, the bloke that picked that jar up has probably said, that's the least of what I've seen. That's the least of your worries.
Yes, there was a twat who came through with a laser pointer.
Yes.
Now this. Yes, I don't know why you need to do that personally, but I definitely, if you were going to do that, you don't put. It's also probably above the liquid requirements.
That's probably why they had to give it back.
Yeah.
I thought they were changing that.
Well, they are, but certain airports are slow at upgrading. Depends
if you
on
were
the
a
quality
good friend,
of the scanner.
You could have gone to Boots and got those little jars that they do, and you could have helped.
I don't think you should take vials of blood.
Empty it into. I don't think you can take blood abroad anyway.
No, there's probably legislation.
I've watched that Australian customs program. You try taking like a bit of amine from Tesco's to Australia.
I mean, by the time it got from Tesco to Australia, it would be off.
No, they take it really seriously in Australia, customs.
I think they take customs pretty
All
seriously.
Right, mate, get down on all fours. So this will only take 2 minutes. So I only brought some turkey in from bloody Aldi. So yeah, well, it's your own fault, mate. Don't blame me, I'm just doing my job. 1 finger or 2. It's a really good show, that.
Right.
It's good. Oh, it's good for... I've told you about my Bliss Hour.
Yes. when you get
I
home.
want to get home and have my Bliss Hour. So
Right.
get out. Right.
You're so camp. Have I told you about my Bliss Hour? I just put my robe on, pour myself a cup of coffee in my mug,
I know. I got...
illuminate my live, laugh, love sign. You are just...
I like my Yankee candle, actually. Thank
Yes.
you very much.
Your Yankee... It's not a bloody Yankee candle, it's diptyque. You can shut up.
No, it's not. What have I told you about it? Well, I'll tell it for the lovely listener.
I was told before, I don't know if you probably don't do this now that you're in breakfast, but you used to light your when you woke up in the morning, you'd light your diptyque candle.
That's not true. I don't have a diptyque candle.
Okay, well, you'd light a candle.
Well, we will. There's 2 candle stories. Anyway, you've ruined it. My Bliss Hour is like I
Sorry.
get in. I get in. It's when if you work early, it's like me.
Do you have a bath bomb?
If you, I do actually.
Yes.
I've got a tub of them now.
Oh, God.
So you get in and you have your Bliss Hour. Loads of shift workers will know, and it's when no one else is in house. So
Right.
you get in and you've got like house to yourself for an hour. You make a big mug of tea, but I don't have my Sports Direct mug anymore. I'm not allowed it. And you make a big mug of tea. So I had to make 2 big mugs of tea, take them upstairs, and I watch like crap telly, like that Australian thing. It's bliss. Just like can't pay, we take it away, which is a bit hard actually. I don't like that sometimes.
Thank
Anyway,
you. That's
that was my
lovely.
story.
Thank you to the Radio Times. That's lovely.
Sorry. Just like watching shit telly for an hour.
In the Bliss Hour. I wish I had
My
time.
Bliss Hour.
Wish I had time to have a Bliss Hour.
You shut up. You have more Bliss Hour. You have more Bliss Hours than hours. Yeah, that also annoyed me.
What?
whilst
Oh,
we're on it,
here we go.
On tour. Whilst I
What?
were having 3.5 hours sleep, living off bloody, what's it called? Not Rohypnol. What's it called that you brought me back? Stu.
Tylenol.
Melatonin.
Okay.
So I'm living off that, and you're like, well, yeah, I've booked 2 weeks off. I've not answered any emails. I was like, you fucking...
Well, because I was
I didn't
focusing...
know you booked 2 weeks
I didn't
off.
book 2 weeks off. I just didn't accept any other bookings in that window.
Anyway, we're all friends now.
We are all friends now. Can't wait for Belfast and Dublin.
Thank you for your questions. We didn't really answer the question to that, but let's
No.
just say period blood you're not going to get from security. So
Or
avoid-
indeed, any blood.
Yeah.
Just no blood.
Thank you for your questions and dilemmas. Remember, you can listen and watch every Tuesday and Friday.
See you on Friday.
Goodbye.